Welcome. I am so excited that you are here. My name is Robin Richards, and I am your host. I'm your teacher here at Robin's Wellnest. All things empowered healing, mainly focused on what our topic is today, which is Reiki. So, in this lesson, lesson 13, I'm answering the question, what is Reiki? As a Reiki master and healer, I get that question so often when I am meeting somebody for the first time and they ask what I'm doing, right? Like what does this mean that you are a Reiki healer? What exactly is Reiki? So the very first thing that I want you to know is that the most basic definition of Reiki is that it is a Japanese form of energy healing that is a technique that reduces stress and promotes relaxation that all empowers your body to heal itself. So for me, Reiki is empowered healing because it is this technique that allows your body to do what it knows is best for you, which is heal, rejuvenate, restore yourself. The issue of why our body often doesn't heal ourselves is because we have so many outside factors that get in the way. And the number one factor that gets in the way is stress. And whether you call it stress or trauma, illness, conflict, they all are the same thing as far as they're not allowing us to function in our highest frequency and highest vibe. So when you see Reiki, it is spelled Reiki. It is pronounced Rei Ki. Now, it is Japanese. That's where it originated from, this formalized approach to energy healing. There are two words in the word Reiki. Ki is the second piece. That word is the same ki in Japanese as it is chi in Chinese, or perhaps you've heard it in Sanskrit, which is prana. And that piece, that root ki, chi or prana, means universal life force energy. So, really, what Reiki is doing is it's tapping into this universal life force energy to help focus it in on your body and allow your body to heal itself through the movement of that energy inside of your body. Now, Reiki is based on the premise that when energy becomes unhealthy, stagnant, or perhaps even as extreme as blocked in your body, discomfort and disease can occur. Really, this is the mind, body, spirit. That's the energy part connection. And so, Reiki is helping your energy to come into greater balance by creating an overall sense of calm and peace in your mind, in your body, and then through your energy system. This state enables your body and your mind to more easily restore itself and also to cope with whatever you're dealing with in your environment. Now, what's amazing about a Reiki treatment is that even one treatment, I have clients that feel and see benefits within their levels of energy, their ability to feel some ease and relief from any physical pain or mental pain that they're experiencing. But the most incredible thing is when you access Reiki regularly, it helps you to continuously return to a state of calm and peace. And the other beautiful thing about Reiki is that it is a holistic practice as far as there's no pill that you take. This is tapping into ancient indigenous systems around healing and energy, promotion, but it is complementary. And so, what I have found in my experience is that the conventional ways of Western medicine are amazing. There's so much to be learned from the science and the technology that have promoted these conventional practices. But we cannot ignore the ancient indigenous practices of our ancestors We need to merge those together. And that's where things complement each other. And Reiki is one of the most profound complementary practices that I have encountered. Now, as you're looking and wondering about Reiki, and you're like, well, if it's this amazing thing, why have I perhaps not heard about it? Why is it not more mainstream? Well, I invite you to think back to how you've learned about acupuncture or chiropractic medicine. You know, as time has gone on, more people in the Western world have learned that those forms, acupuncture and chiropractics, really benefit our mind and body. And it has been a slow progression of acceptance in the Western world. And the same thing is what we are going to see and are seeing with Reiki. Now, it was virtually unknown a few years ago, but Reiki is growing as an energy healing practice, and it is recognized as a safe and natural method that promotes stress reduction and relaxation. So, what's happening in your body when you have a Reiki session is your parasympathetic nervous system is being activated. Now, this nervous system we absolutely adore because the parasympathetic nervous system is the one that balances your cortisol levels, promotes metabolism, gives your adrenal glands a break. You've probably been hearing a lot about adrenal fatigue that is happening in this world, especially pandemic, post pandemic, wherever we're at right now, that has really magnified the levels of stress and trauma that are present in our society. So, the parasympathetic nervous system is giving your adrenals that break. And when that happens, that's also when your brain then formalizes synaptic connections to help with memory and recall information with learning. Your parasympathetic nervous system is the one that balances out your sympathetic nervous system. And the sympathetic one, we need that one. It's the one that is fight or flight. But it's not the time of saber-toothed tigers any longer, though our bodies still react that way to stress. And that is why we are seeing adrenal fatigue, increased cortisol levels in people. And even when you have that imbalance, your sympathetic nervous system is firing. Even when you go to sleep, you're not reaching the same levels of REM that you need for your parasympathetic to turn on to restore your body. That's where Reiki comes in. It helps you get into that state, and continual touch points of getting Reiki allows you to get into those states more effectively, maintaining better balance and flow, to help relieve the current levels of stress that you're in, current levels of inflammation, but also to help as you encounter more environmental factors that are going to challenge you, because that's the reality of life. Is even when we get into a state of balance and harmony, that beautiful state of homeostasis, there will be something else that comes at us because the world is consistently changing, that is going to challenge us to get back into that state of balance and flow. Now, as I said, this practice is continuing to grow. In fact, you will see Reiki at amazing Western medical institutions, such as the renowned Mayo Clinic. It's being utilized as a form of complementary therapy in more homeopathic practices. In fact, there are over 800 hospitals across the United States that offer Reiki as part of regular patient care because it decreases recovery time from surgery. It improves your mental attitude, which is extremely important when you are facing a health crisis and healing needs. It also reduces unwanted side effects of medications, including chemotherapy, radiation, and other medical procedures. There's even a study out from Hartford Hospital in Hartford, Connecticut. This was back in 2000, so 22 years ago. And it found that Reiki improved patients' sleep by 86%, reduced pain by 78%, reduced nausea by 80%, and reduced anxiety, including during pregnancy, by 94%. Those are significant benefits that we all would love to see. Now, as I said, this is a holistic form of energy healing that works on the mind, body, and spirit. At the same time, it's strengthening your body's own ability to heal and rebalance its energy. It could be categorized, Reiki can be categorized in the same category as acupuncture, Qigong, and Tai Chi. So if you're familiar with any of those. Now, the most beautiful part for me about Reiki is that it cannot cause harm. It creates a deep sense of healing through a deep state of relaxation so that healing is happening on all levels. And it also can be performed in person or via distance through live, real time connections. It can be performed virtually. And that's really incredible, especially for people that have high sensitivity to touch, prefer not to be touched. In a session, there is no manipulation of the body in an in person session. If there is any touching, it is very gentle, hands on, more for a sense of soothing for the patients who prefer to be touched and have that human interaction. Now, Reiki is spiritual in nature because it provides love and compassion to the client, but it is not a religion. There's no dogma, there's no conflict with any religious beliefs. In fact, for myself and my clients who follow all different types of various religions, we find that it is a benefit to our own religious beliefs and helps us connect in a deeper spiritual way. So, when you're searching for a natural way to help promote health and healing, you're going to definitely find Reiki. That's what brought you here. And I am so glad that you are here. When you want to check out a Reiki session for yourself, please go over to robinswellnest.com. You can click on Reiki and you will find a way to book an appointment with me. Feel free to book a 20-minute consult call to even experience just a little short chunk of a Reiki session virtually. I have both virtual and in person sessions if you live in the Twin Cities area. Specifically, I am in Lakeville. But I also am dedicated to empowered healing, if you can see my sign behind me. And I have a vision of a peaceful world where everyone who wants to be a Reiki practitioner is one. And so I am hosting a retreat at the Christine Center in Willard, Wisconsin, November 4th through 6th, 2022. And for less than $500, you get an entire weekend of experiencing Reiki healing while learning more about Reiki. And at the end of the retreat, getting a Reiki level 1 certification so that you can practice this extremely empowering modality, this healing art on yourself and those you love most, including your pets. So you can look to the link in this video for being able to book the retreat at the Christine Center. But in between now and then, and at all times, know that you can reach out to me and I will give you more information about Reiki. And I would love to see you in a session soon, but I would even more so love to teach you this incredible healing art so that you can spread all of this good energy. With that, I send you love and Reiki energy. Namaste.